Movie friends, welcome back to the channel. Doing another reaction to Sam and Colby, which is one, you guys have been recommending this channel to me for a while now. You guys watched my reaction to their Conjuring House investigation. I really enjoyed that episode. I was kind of, I'm very new to the channel, so I might have not been fair on certain parts. I know a lot of people actually were saying that, I was being a little bit unfair because that's just who they are. They weren't doing hauntings and stuff since the beginning, and I understand that. My sisters even told me, like, oh, they haven't been doing hauntings like their whole channel, so like this is something they're trying out that they started getting into, which is cool, and I respect it. And I do get that, once you're in a haunting or like a very scary situation, or you're watching someone be put in a scary situation, it might get a little stressful. So, to have the humor in there might just level it out, give you a breath of air, a fresh breath of air to kind of just, clear your mind for a moment after all that craziness just went down. So I understand that on certain levels. Obviously, I'm just not a big fan of that style. I have been checking out more of the channels. I did subscribe to their channel. I know I said I didn't. I went ahead and I subscribed, because I'm watching their videos on my channel. I'm going to show my support, subscribe to their content, and just be very thankful that they're doing what they're doing so I can do my reactions to it, and entertain you guys, like give my opinions to you guys about certain things. I love hauntings. I love aliens. I love all that stuff. So like to watch stuff like this is a lot of fun for me. But we're going to be watching their investigation of the Lizzie Borden house, the axe murderess, I should say. Very, very interesting. I saw the Ghost Adventures episode. I'm pretty positive I'm thinking of the same place. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this, guys. If you like this type of content, always be sure to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We post as often as we can. Movie reactions, trailer reactions, all that stuff. We even make videos about movie news and stuff. We talk about stuff. We go live every Friday and do Friday Fright Night for everybody, because we're mostly a horror movie channel. So like, we just have fun. We just have a lot of fun. We're rated R for being ourselves. So let's dive into Sam and Colby overnight in axe murderer's house, Lizzie Borden. Now.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her
That's a creepy song.
40 whacks when she saw
Yep.
what she had done.
That's creepy.
Gave her
Yeah.
40
Yeah, he got murdered on. Yeah, he used to sleep on that couch when he got murdered.
Allegedly, on August 4th, 1892, Lizzie Borden killed her stepmom with an axe.
We come into this world screaming, and most of us go out screaming.
The entire light disappeared, just like a giant, big object moved.
That's a creepy idea and scary idea, isn't it?
It can't touch you unless you let it touch
That's cool.
you.
She's back in this one. Nice.
All signs point to Lizzie as the murderer, but a lot of people don't talk about the maid, Maggie.
There's a spiritual war going on 24/7 between good and evil.
All of us, when we least
Really?
expect it, are gonna die.
As crazy as that is to think about, yeah, you could die at any moment. I could be
What's
sitting
up,
right
guys?
here,
It's Sam and
and the house
Colby.
could collapse on me, and that's
Today we
it.
are here with Katrina,
It's crazy to
Stoff,
think
and our
about.
new friend Amanda,
Bueno.
who is actually a medium.
Hey you guys, my name is Amanda Ray, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a medium, which means that I can see and speak to people who have passed on. This has been something that I've been doing since before I was even really able to speak.
She can see and talk to dead people, which is fantastic because tonight we're staying overnight at the most famous U.S. unsolved murder mystery house, the Lizzie Borden house.
Yeah!
Woo! We're about to go through the entire house
Yeah.
and do a whole tour
What
and everything
a-
like that.
what a place
But
to go.
In order to do this whole video justice, you guys got to realize how insane this story is. I think the best place to start would be Lizzie Borden's grave.
That's here.
A minute down the road.
All right, let's go.
Oak Grove Cemetery.
Closed from dusk till dawn. All right, guys, we are in the graveyard right now.
Closed from
Totally
dusk till
forgot
dawn.
that it was
Wow.
super late already and that there's like 1,000 graves in here. And there's cops coming. Great.
Yeah, we have to find the entire Borden family.
I think this is it right there. Yeah, she was buried next to her sister, and then there's AJ Borden. That's Andrew Borden, her parent. Alice was one of the sisters, and then there's Emma.
It's
And
crazy.
that's Lizzie's
It's
right there.
We're about to go take a tour of the Lizzie Borden house,
Turning
but
up the
before we
volume.
do that, I'm just gonna give you the spark notes really quick. So basically, there was a Christian girl named Lizzie Borden living in her house with her sister. She had a stepmom and her father, and all of the entire family did not get along whatsoever. However, the parents were super, super rich, so of course, Lizzie was
helps.
wondering where that inheritance would go to. Who's gonna get the money, pretty much.
She was very scared that the stepmom would actually end up getting that inheritance and all the property and everything like that. So she knew she had
I
to
haven't
do
done a lot of
something about
research
that.
into
So
Lizzie Borden
allegedly,
case, to be honest.
On August 4th, 1892, Lizzie Borden waited until her dad left the house, went upstairs, and killed her stepmom with an axe. Axed her 19 times in a very, very brutal murder, and then waited for her dad to get back and did the
Crazy.
same thing
Yep.
to him.
The only other person at the
He
house
passed out
during
on a
the time
couch
of the
upstairs
murders
and
was
she came up
a
to him.
maid named Bridget Sullivan, but they called her Margaret or Maggie. But for some reason in trial, she stuck up for Lizzie, and they ended up both getting off scot-free and living the rest of their lives,
Crazy.
not having to go to jail
No
whatsoever.
consequences at all. This
Fucking
is still
crazy.
an unsolved mystery to this day. But there is a lot of evidence that shows why Lizzie Borden was in fact the person that killed her parents. And then what we're trying to figure out today is why would Maggie, the maid, lie on the stand and basically vouch for Lizzie in these murders?
And more importantly, how did the cops not realize that it was
If I-
Lizzie when
I'll
honestly
talk.
there was a lot of evidence where they could figure it out?
For example, a couple days before this happened, Lizzie told
I'll
her
just let them
friend
talk for a
that something was
moment.
about to happen to her
give
father,
my
and
opinion.
she attempted to buy cyanide at a store.
There's another fact where literally it's rumored that Lizzie's dad killed her pigeons with a hatchet in her basement. And what murder weapon did Lizzie choose to murder them? Quote unquote, a hatchet.
Basically, all signs point to Lizzie as the murderer, but a lot of people don't talk about the maid, Maggie. So hopefully we can talk to the dead, get some answers, and figure out why this place is so haunted. Amanda, do you think you could talk to?
If I had to give my opinion, I'm
Well,
just
I
gonna
mean,
go
the
ahead
whole
and
reason
talk.
that I'm
If I had to
here
give
is
my
because
opinion,
a lot of YouTubers use equipment like dowsing rods,
I would
things
here.
like that.
I pause it at
You guys to get-
4:36. 4:36 is where I pause it. If I had to give my opinion about why this murder took place, I would probably say that if I had to guess, the maid probably murdered them. Right? The maid probably murdered them because she said if she maybe there was like a little theory. This is only theory, speculation. I don't know anything. I kind of think it'd be interesting, or it might be a possibility that Lizzie tipped or was going to tip the waitress or the woman, the maid, to murder them and would pay her if she got the inheritance money. So they probably had a scheme going about where, or maybe Lizzie murdered and, simultaneously she was going to pay her money from the will or whatever was, the inheritance. So it could have been a very, I know it's very crazy of me to just talk about all this stuff, but it's just a possibility that there was, the talk of the money was involved in who would get money if, you'd help me do this and this and that. And it's just a concept, an idea. It's still crazy that it did happen though. All right, 3, 2, 1.
one step further and found somebody who can actually communicate straight with the dead.
Oh,
So
God.
I'm super excited.
She came here on this trip without knowing anything. She specifically asked not to know the information. And when we first pulled up to do the intro, what did you see?
The woman came out to greet us. She called herself Margaret.
Oh!
And so I asked you guys, I was like, do you guys know anything about a Margaret? Is that connected to this
That's
house?
creepy.
And you go, no. And then we're at dinner and we find out the maid, Bridget, went by Margaret or Maggie.
Maggie.
The maid, the one who took care of the house, she saw walk out of the house already. Again, blows
And
my
actually
mind to actually
introduced
see
herself.
dead people, but what was the
Wow.
first thing she saw without knowing
Introduced? That's
any
the scary
information about
part.
this place? Did you feel anything next to Lizzie's grave?
Everywhere I
crazy.
go, grocery stores, doctor's offices, everyone living has dead people with them. Your loved ones are following you around. They're always with you. Graveyards, they're not sitting here waiting for you to come and visit their grave. They're out with their family members.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Margaret's through that window. She
Wait,
just walked
what?
that
This
way.
one?
This purple one right here.
She's just staring at you?
No, she just walked that way. That would be rude. Staring's rude. She was standing there like she was waiting for us
Staring's
to come
rude.
in.
What do they
They don't do that.
It was
Well, normal ones
living
don't.
people.
Was it like
Come
a
on
blurry
in.
sort of a thing, or it's like a
No, it's
picture so you
for
see?
a second I thought that she was a real person. Living people feel different than dead people do.
Yeah.
So when I looked at her, I was like, oh, that's Margaret.
Alright, let's go in.
That's crazy. She
I
saw
think
her
we're
walk by the
top
window
floor,
the second
too.
they.
Here we go.
What a gift! That'd be insane.
Oh, creepy.
And I've seen shit in my life, but I'm no psychic. Oh, that person scared me. I was like, holy hell.
She's like knocking in the wall already.
There's one.
I just heard that. I just heard that.
Already, shit happens when you bring people like me here. It's like a lighthouse.
That's the room of one of the murders right there.
This is Lizzie's room.
This is Lizzie's room?
This is Lizzie's room.
Is this the maid's room?
That's where we're about to go right now, upstairs.
Somebody used to, like, rooms were switched.
So we're going up to the attic right now.
Which is apparently the most haunted place.
And also Maggie's room.
Whoa, I feel it in my head already.
Actually?
Yeah.
What do you
The
feel?
attic's Maggie's room.
Pressure. There's a lot of regret in this room. That's the woman that I saw coming into the house that stepped outside.
That's Maggie,
Maggie.
who literally lied on the court stand to protect Lizzie, aka guilt.
I would like to keep going,
Whoa.
but I can tell you Lizzie did not kill her parents.
Whoa, that is a
No,
big
that's crazy.
accusation. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was Maggie, wasn't it?
So this is the official tour?
She just came in and said she didn't kill it. It was my theory. It's like, why
Before
do
we
it
start,
yourself when
Jack,
you
can
can
you,
just, if you
give
get the
a little
inheritance money,
introduction who
pay
you are?
someone to do it, you know?
I'm Jack Sheridan. Been here this 4th of July will be 11 years. I need a volunteer.
Wanna do it?
Yeah.
Shaw.
Okay.
Shaw.
Act like you're making the bed and do a good job. Don't disappoint us. Abby was up here making this bed, and they did have a housekeeper, Bridget Sullivan. They called her
Yeah.
Maggie. They didn't actually trust Maggie enough to let her up into the 2nd floor. You're supposed to be making the bed. See, you're disappointed
I'm not
me
getting
already.
paid enough.
Come on, Amanda, let's go.
Maggie isn't allowed in the 2nd floor, so this left bed making to the Borden women. Whoever kills Abby is gonna come up that front flight of stairs. There's no defensive
wow.
wounds on her body whatsoever,
okay.
which would lead us to believe she probably recognized her killer. She took 18 to 20 blows to her head, so her killer was undoubtedly angry.
Do you know what object was used for the murder?
More than likely an axe. They never proved it to be the weapon used. Why don't you come down here, Mrs.
But more than
Borden?
likely.
That first blow would have entered the side of her head and it would have spun her around so she's facing the wall. Then she probably fell to her knees. That was one blow, so we'll have another 17, 18 to go. She goes down like Joe Frazier and lights out for her. She would be there for 60 to 90 minutes before Andrew returned and would die a similar fate. You were lovely, thank you very much.
Yeah, woo!
You can see her head is just...
Wow, hasn't even a tattoo on his neck.
John Morse on the
He's
wall.
dedicated.
It looks like the love child of Will Ferrell and Abe Lincoln.
Kind of,
Right?
kind of.
Abe Lincoln, that's what I thought.
He showed up here August 3rd, and he spent the night before the murder in this room. He agreed to meet
maybe it
Andrew
wasn't
back
any
here
of 'em.
later in the day. On his way back, he took a trolley. On that brief trolley ride here, he did commit to memory the name of the 2 horses pulling the trolley and the name of all 6 passengers, because that's what you do when you get in the form of mass transit. You remember the name of 6 strangers and a couple horses,
The name of the
right?
strangers
Does
and
that
a
make
couple-
sense?
That's random.
He gets off the trolley in front of the
Kinda
house here,
suspicious,
and he
yeah.
sees police everywhere, going in and out both the front and back door. You think he would have said, my dear niece Lizzie, what happened? Is she okay? He doesn't. He just kind of comes up the side of the house here, goes to a pear tree, pulls a few pears down and begins eating them until the Fall River police approach him, ask him who he is, what he's doing here. However, there is about 90 minutes of this man's day that we just couldn't verify his whereabouts. Wasn't a big fan of Andrew. He felt his nieces
Second
should have
murdered,
been
okay.
married off. They should
Wasn't
have
a fan.
children. They should be enjoying electricity. Andrew wouldn't put electricity in the house. Andrew was a very wealthy man. In today's money, it'd be worth over $3 million. Lizzie's room
Jesus
is right
Christ,
through
yeah.
here.
Just to catch everybody up really quick, you said you saw a couple people before we even started filming this video. One was Maggie, Bridget Sullivan, but another
Maggie,
one...
step forward. So I was in the shower this morning. There was a woman in the bathroom with me. Her name was Addie. I don't want to do any research, so I was asking you, who's Addie? Like, what does this mean for the case? It's Abby.
Abby.
You told me, and Abby was the stepmother. Here's the part where
That's
I don't
creepy. You take a
understand.
shower in your own house
She
and then
ran.
there's a
Also,
woman
before
standing
I
there?
ever came in the house and you guys came back, I was like, who's Margaret? Margaret said money wasn't worth it.
Money wasn't worth it, so she's guilty.
So now I'm wondering, because later you guys told me that she lied on the stand. I believe the uncle killed him.
John Morse.
John Morris. I also wrote down more this morning.
Before she knew anything.
She didn't know
at all.
anything.
Really?
And so far, John
Okay, so it
Morris,
wasn't
the
a paid
uncle,
off thing, it was
very suspicious.
that-
She doesn't believe that Lizzie killed her parents, and then also saying that Margaret feels super guilty, and that the money that she might have been paid off to
Wasn't
lie on the
worth
stand
it.
wasn't worth it.
I
You felt
believe-
regret as soon as you went upstairs.
That's literally what, and I didn't know it was Margaret's room, Maggie's room.
Oh
So
my God.
that's like why I believe that I'm kind of on the right track, and especially with more coming through. Morse. Sorry, I'm gonna say more because that's what I heard the first time, so that's what stuck in my head. So if I say more, it's John Morse, the uncle.
John Morse is the killer.
No doubt. And okay, here's the other thing that I've been waiting to ask him. I told you to literally write down what in the other room, but
Interesting. I mean, you'll never really know,
I
but
just can't shake
because, you know,
this
some
picture
people don't
anything
believe
out
in
of my
psychics and everything, but, you know, and that's not enough evidential proof to actually state that he is, but
Lizzie's
I believe her.
bedroom.
You're
I wouldn't
right.
doubt
She
it.
literally called
One
it that
bit.
this was Lizzie's bedroom without knowing.
This was Emma's bedroom. It's more like they had one big room they shared. When they were younger, they were kind of flip-flop.
Like rooms were switched.
That's right. Yep, you're right. Okay, wow.
What's crazy is if the murderer was said to come up this staircase, you can literally see the dead body from the stairs. Like they could just look in and just already know that was somebody.
Yeah, under the bed, you can see it.
Meaning
Yeah.
anyone
Wow.
were to come up these stairs during the murder happening, they would have seen it.
Somebody's lying.
Somebody's lying.
This is the room where Lizzie was actually arrested. If you look up there on the wall, you see a picture of Lizzie's jury. They're all male. They're all Caucasian. Women weren't allowed to sit in juries then. Women were treated awfully, actually. I'm fairly certain if I were a woman in the 19th century that I would have killed every man I met.
I already want to do that.
Yeah. Can't blame you at all. I just hope I'm not one of them. But at any event, her jury.
Yeah, I
they
can't
snapped
really
that
blame you.
photograph, framed
Lot of
it, and all
dumbass
12 of
guys
them
out there.
signed the back of it and gave it to her as a gift.
I've done some stupid-ass, dumbass mistakes
Yeah,
in my
that
life,
really
so I
says
can,
a
I
lot,
get it.
doesn't it?
Why do you think they would have done that?
I don't know. I
Being
think
a man
it
is
was
a pain in the
don't
ass, and
forget
it
us
can
maybe.
He
certainly
did you a favor
ruin
type
you.
of thing?
Yeah, there was some racial animosity in this trial. Lizzie was an English Protestant woman. 11 of her jurors were English Protestant. The police that arrested her were Irish Catholic. History of the Irish and the English is, well,
Brutal.
it was certainly an issue
Yeah,
in the case.
brutal.
When you had a gathering, someone would sing, someone would play a piano. It was rather pleasant, but you can see the name of the song.
You can't ever pop up.
Papa in Massachusetts, and it's a real song.
No way.
And yeah, absolutely. Dining room is right
That is
here.
insane.
That is Abby's head.
Wow,
They,
I'd love to-
removed her hair.
Oh
They
my
counted 18
God.
to 20 blows. I mean, that's not a random act of violence.
No way.
That's Andrew.
That's her head.
That with your eyes for a minute to really make sense of it, but you can see the coach. Let's go out there and we talk about Andrew's death a little bit.
Was that their skulls?
She's sitting
It's
right
here,
there.
right? Yeah. You want to hold that axe up? Hold it right above her head.
Okay.
Now
Slowly.
with one hand, just bring it down. It's not real. Do it like you mean it. Yeah, there you go. But that's gonna pull
It's not real.
blood, brain, bone.
Yeah, if you're gonna hold it like
It's
you're an axe killer, do it like you mean it.
Mess, right? You guys want to go up to the third floor?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Dude, I don't know about you, but every single person sounds fishy as hell. Bridget Sullivan, Maggie is doing the windows.
They all have
while
their-
this all
yeah, very-
happens, and the doors are magically locked. Lizzie apparently just couldn't hear anything.
I think it was
couldn't
Morse,
hear any
yeah,
murders
she made good
happening. It's like
accusations, she
everybody
made good
has
points.
something, a part of this story that we've heard that just doesn't add
And the
up.
fact that this
Uncle
guy
sounds
came out,
suspicious.
started eating a pear.
Definitely Bridget Sullivan
Like,
would
that
have
was
known
kinda
this would
creepy.
happen. No wonder it got acquitted because there's so many stories. Also, Bridget and Lizzie, obviously, from what he said, took a very, very long time to actually report this to the police.
And why did it take
Yeah.
the cops so long to show up?
2 days for them to actually go in and like investigate everything.
Does that mean the bodies were left here for that long?
I think they got the bodies like that day, but like they didn't do a whole investigation until the 6th.
It makes no sense to me, man.
I wonder if the tour guide's like, where are they?
We are in the attic, which looked nothing like this when the Bordens lived here. That was Bridget Sullivan's room.
Wow,
With
that's
door
a
closed,
fancy ass attic.
You can imagine how cold it got in the winters and how hot it got in the summers. I'm just gonna have a seat because I'm old and overweight.
During the trial, Maggie
I'm
stood
old and
up for
overweight.
Yeah, she testified to Lizzie's innocence. 10
Not
years
guilty,
later,
yeah.
she is discovered in the great state of Montana. She bought a ranch. She bought a ranch and filled it up with horses. This woman is an Irish immigrant, a housekeeper by trade who can't even read. Where did she get that money?
Bridget Sullivan, Maggie, was paid off. There was a lot of money involved with this Borden family, obviously. Biggest culprits right now are John Morse, Lizzie Borden, and or Bridget Sullivan, Maggie herself,
Yeah.
because she felt so like regretful and was like lied and always changed her stories like on the stands and on the trials. Like everybody here is agreeing that she was probably paid off. It doesn't make any sense. And again, she was around the house like when these happened. Like, there's so many things.
That's
that
so
it's like,
weird.
she
It is
knew that
very
we were gonna
odd.
die that night.
What is this?
She might have seen, I don't know. know,
The
because he
kid
would have just
room,
killed her
yeah.
if
People
she'd
flee
seen
this
something.
house in the middle of the night, which actually happens a lot.
No.
Have you ever heard any stories? Like,
Oh,
did they tell you?
from being touched, to having blankets ripped off of them.
Oh my God.
Was that real
This
footage?
room and the room Abby was
God.
murdered in, that really seem to be the rooms that send people packing late at night.
That's great.
So it's your room, Cat?
No, I'm not sleeping in this room.
This is where everybody seems to think those children are residing, whether it's children jumping on a bed or pulling someone's blankets off or playing with toys.
It's not a kid. It's not
in
kids.
the middle of the night. You feel your bed moving at night. I mean,
That's great.
yeah.
I don't want to be laying here and then feel like somebody
Oh, right.
brush
You
up.
also
Like,
think,
you know what I mean?
They
That
were
would freak
people
me
at
out.
one point.
There's nothing wrong with being dead. All of us, when we least expect it, are gonna die. We come into this world screaming, and most of us go out screaming, right?
Yeah.
Death isn't easy.
Okay. That's a
That's
good way
a
to put it.
crazy
This
quote.
is
right there.
That is-
morbid.
On that happy note, should we continue?
Yeah,
our
that's
tour?
Do you think Abby
On
went
that
out
happy
screaming
note,
too?
yeah.
Abby lost consciousness immediately. The
See,
brain
that's
was
that's
destroyed.
contradicted everything that was just said.
Okay, so Jack, our guy, just talked to us about this room, which is one of the most haunted and crazy rooms.
Jack seems
lot
like a
of
good
people
guy.
Run out of this room screaming at
was-
night and can't stay the night because of this room. It's because the Bordens apparently had like cousins. All the kid cousins were murdered by the parents. This is one of the rooms that we have rented out and we get to stay in. And he literally said, like, yeah, it's the most crazy.
Why does all the Borden family like have murders in their like history?
Like so many Borden people. I thought it was just like the one thing. So many people have like murder in their history. Guys, we're going
Yeah.
to the basement.
Wait, what?
Fun with the demon?
Caretaker, I didn't say.
Said have fun with the demon. A lot of guests do not actually get to come.
Have fun with the demon.
And this is where
Looks like the
murder
Conjuring house
weapon
basement.
was stowed.
Like the
This
ways
is a
down.
cistern. This is a lot like the cistern that that woman next door drowned her children in, right?
Oh
Oh.
my
If you
God.
look up there, you'll see that pipe with those gruesome stains coming out of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
right. That's 19th century rainwater. If you hold your camera up, right, and you take a picture with the flash on, sometimes people will see a face on the wall looking back at them.
Nose,
wait.
mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it does.
Totally.
Let's see that. It
Wow, yeah, it does look like a face.
It surprises
Lizzie.
me that they would
It was not Lizzie.
Huh.
murder weapon in the house still. But the blade was found there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was found here.
That's what's so odd to me.
I think time was of an issue. Lizzie's best friend, Alice Russell, walks into the kitchen and she sees Emma standing in the kitchen and she sees Lizzie go into the closet there. Lizzie pulls out a blue dress that has dark stains on it. She says, "I am never wearing this again." And Emma says, "Yeah, just get rid of it." So she puts it in the stove and burns it. Alice sees this and her first reaction is pretty much OMG. She goes to the police and proceeds to throw Lizzie under the bus.
So dark
Snitches
stains.
get stitches, right?
big blood
That
stain.
is
Yeah.
Lizzie's
really
obviously
fucking
on
suspicious.
the switch again.
Where was the fire? Super importante. That was when I came into your guys' room at 1:30 to check out. I read you my notes and I said, where was the fire in the Lizzie Borden house? That's very important.
Fast forward to the trial. The woman who made the dress, she says that Lizzie was wearing the dress in question the day Andrew had the house painted dark green. After the trial, she did buy that seamstress a house. It was nice, right? And people just buy you a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Not a
sure.
bribe at all.
Keep your mouth shut.
Weird.
A lot of people feel really, really frightened here, and I did have one instance. I was up in Bridget's cell.
Lizzie didn't murder, but she could have had something to do with it. Like, this is so fucked.
Laughter from like a little guy, boy, girl, you couldn't tell. Must have been age 5 or under. I ended my tour in this room, took a look at my crowd, and went, okay, no youngsters in here. And so that was the only experience I had that I can't entirely rationalize.
Remember that time?
Do you guys have just like a real hatchet
19
here for
minutes
a
and 55
specific
seconds.
reason,
yeah,
or?
we do. I brought that.
Yeah, just random.
I was just wondering. That's it.
Well, pick it back up. That's what I want everybody to do. I want you to pick it up and feel the weight of it.
That's a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how easy it would be, to inflict that type of damage.
5-year-old could kill
Fucked his face
So many
up.
people tell me that women just aren't strong enough to inflict that kind of damage. I'm like,
You wanna try it?
When you pick it up, you can see just how easy it would be to just pulverize.
Oh yeah,
someone's skull
it
with
doesn't
that.
matter if
Why
it's a
do you
woman, guy.
think
They can
Maggie
do damage with
would lie
that.
on the stand for Lizzie, other than just the money? Or do you think that's
Is that enough?
That's it.
Is that
Yeah.
the main reason?
I mean, what's the #1 motivating factor for murder in every first world nation dating back to the Roman Empire?
Money.
Power and money.
Money. Is she a Capricorn? I'm just kidding.
Cool. I think we're gonna start this investigation then.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
This whole house.
My pleasure.
He did a good job. That was a good ass tour. Well done. Oh, that's creepy.
No, he kind of smells. No, I'm just kidding.
I saw that. I was sitting there thinking that was smoke for some reason.
There's one that sits behind the chest. That's the little boy. So the reason I wanted to come
What am
in
I
here is
seeing on the
because who
screen?
doesn't prefer children to adults? They're just much kinder.
Turn this up a little
much
bit.
More pure souls. These kids, they've never known love. They've never known kindness. They've never had friends. I'm not gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna talk to the kids directly. I want you guys to know that we're friends. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to bother you. We're just here to communicate with you. You have all of these toys in this room. This is one of our own toys, so feel free to mess with it. I brought you in the doll from the other room, the bear that you wanted. We might walk around the room. If I see you in a specific corner, like you guys are sitting in the chair over there, you don't have to come out from behind the chest until you feel like you want to. We're here with love and light. We hope that you feel the same thing.
Then yeah, that was weird. Okay, then you see a little light anomaly.
Is he scared of anybody in the room?
You make him a little bit nervous.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
That was a bit odd. I'm surprised you didn't feel that.
It's all your cats, dude.
I know that your mom didn't treat you the best, but I can see that you take good care of your sister. We're looking out for each other. We want to be here for each other. We want to be here for you. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Just little knocks. They often knock. They'll do little taps. I'm gonna put it back under because I know you're under there. Please don't freak out or be scared. None of this is harmful. None of it's gonna hurt you. 1.4, 1.8. Bro, you can't go all the way back. My arms are not that long. He loves this teddy bear that I brought in. It keeps going up to like the 1 point somethings. And it's staying at 0.2. You stand
Now if
up
it moves,
and
I'm gonna
it.
freak out. Like I'm
You
just.
see it shoot up to 1.2 when I put it up.
Do you think he'll want to play with the ball? Like if Colby throws it?
Colby's gonna roll the ball to you. Gently. Not so it goes under.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it gently. Ready? Here we go. Whoop! Yahoo!
It went up to 0.7 when it passed through.
Really?
Oh.
Ball stops her.
Can you send it back?
Oh, if he sends it back.
Oh my god!
What?
It's moving. The ball just moved.
Did you see that?
No?
It's still moving.
Can you try sending it back again?
Oh, I'm so sad that we missed that.
Sam, you need to get the ball.
Okay, fuck, dude. I didn't know.
0.9, 1.5.
Wait, ask him to move it again. He likes it.
Okay.
Eliza, are you able to
Oh,
get
that's-
the ball back to our friend Colby?
You got it, Eliza.
Kind of like a game. He's all nervous. You guys are putting so much.
Oh,
good
you
work.
did so
Eliza.
You did so good.
Wow.
All right, Eliza, send it back.
Eliza, can you send it back to me?
Are any of them like talking to you, or is it more like you're just asking questions?
I'm looking for
No,
light
he's
anomalies
nervous
around the
from
ball
talking to
too.
him. He does sometimes. Like he pointed to Kat when I was gonna pass it to Colby.
Doesn't like.
Can you send it back to me?
Oh wow, it looks
Went
sounds
up
like
to
it's
the 80s.
going off. Yeah. It's he's right next to it.
He's under the bed.
Woo.
Eliza, 105, 123, 133, 120, 109, 138. I'm gonna bring it out and it's gonna calm down because he's not under there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Wow.
What do you
Wow.
think about
Wow, wow,
that,
wow.
dude?
He's still under there. I think. All right, Eliza, we're gonna do it one more time just because people are skeptical and we know that you're there. So with my energy, like if this is what it's picking up on is me, I don't go above 26, 27.
And there it goes again.
Hundreds.
Like really high. Holy
Bring the
shit.
bump out.
I'm kind of just looking for. I wish he would move that ball again. Seriously.
Nothing above the 20s with me. Well, Eliza, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for playing with us.
I
Damn.
don't know if it was like a
They
specific
missed that
spot
ball.
underneath this, like that was just like slightly slanted. That definitely moved like a foot or two
Right when I
underneath
said,
there.
Eliza, can you send it back?
Yeah, boom.
That's when it went back.
Yeah.
It stopped. Like, it was stopped for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
The thing is, like,
Then they
it
overreacted
fell
and kinda
then
spooked
rolled
him.
back. It stopped and then rolled the other direction.
Also, it went like that way, like
Yeah.
and
That
then
way.
back. So like it didn't go like this way, which is where I feel like it's slanted.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Like the opposite direction.
But the second they overreacted and like started like, oh my god, that's when the ghost stopped because it was like, oh, sorry.
His head was beaten.
It doesn't know any better.
Take it away.
Oh my god!
That's sick. Oh my god.
It's going all the way up to 8.5. Can't see it on camera.
Oh wow, that's where the guy was
That's where his
murdered.
head was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I sat there.
Oh, 90s?
Why would it be doing that?
Because he's moving away from me.
Oh, he
That's
was.
why I'm following him.
Wow, he really is moving.
Holy shit! Wait, where's he going? Where's he trying to go?
Away from me.
What the fuck?
Dude, what?
Wow,
Why is
that
he
does
up
add a lot of credibility to you.
He
Doesn't
hates
like you? He hates that I can see him. Wanna see it get worse?
It's
Yeah.
going down now that you've been up there.
Don't
Well,
worry.
Don't piss him off.
Worse!
My god. Next to me?
0. It says 0.
Watch
No
this.
energy.
So is he here anymore though?
No, he's getting as far away from me as he possibly can.
Oh, it's way less.
Way
yeah.
less.
Yeah,
And one
30.
last
It
time.
was 70 right
he's in the corner of the room.
Why is he up there though? Why is he in the room?
Because I don't think he can leave this room.
Oh.
Oh my god. Not here to like prove
Wow,
anything
that
or
explains that.
debunk
I was kinda
anything. We're
curious,
just,
why
like,
isn't he-
capturing our own experiences? So if you
Yeah.
guys have any opinions,
Or
please let us know.
explanations on why it would only do this in certain places.
So
right
what's
now,
over
he's
Well,
over
he was
here.
murdered
Behind
there,
you.
so I'm assuming he, really.
So here, let me put it on you. Let me put it on you.
He's inside of
So that's your energy. His energy starts levitating. Just went up to 127.
If we don't know if the equipment really does anything, we just do this the old-fashioned way. Call out, see if we can communicate in any way.
Let's try
If
it.
he's
do it.
obviously here, why not try to talk to him?
Yeah, go for it.
So this is exactly
so
the
heartbreaking.
spot where he got hacked by who knows what, but
Someone in his family.
Mr. Andrew Borden, if there's absolutely anything you'd love to tell us, we just want to capture your message and show
That
it
is
to
so
the world.
fucking crazy. He was murdered right in that exact spot.
Anything you want to tell us, please go through Amanda. Let us know.
I'm not sure if it's the original couch, but it looks like it might be, or at least a really good.
Does anyone have their
Model.
phone on them? Will you look up if there was? I know that none of them were killed by poison.
oh my god, yeah. There's a rumor where the parents thought that Lizzie tried to poison them.
So the first thing I wrote down was he knew them, and like now that I'm saying that out loud, I realize that them is a plural.
So it was a plan.
And then the second thing was poison, and he said something more before that, but I wasn't able to make out.
Maybe
what
they just
came
weren't
before
buying the poison. They weren't
Says
going for
before
it.
the
So
murders, the entire house had fallen ill. Spoiled mutton was the official cause, but Abby suspected that they had all been poisoned. Can you give us some sort of sign if you were poisoned? Make some sort of noise.
it's like she's talking to him or something, like hearing what he's saying.
You guys, I'm getting like so choked up in here.
Really?
Why?
I don't know. I'm getting like
Look at her eyes. She's like,
lump in my throat.
I communicate with spirits if I'm not able to.
Sometimes you can feel what they went through.
Sometimes they make me feel how they felt when they died.
Yeah.
Which is, to be honest, the worst part about what I do. I've come across a man who had metal go through his skull, and I had the most splitting headache. But that's something that spirits do, whether or not you can see and speak to them directly, to let you know their story.
Mr. Borden, we know you took Lizzie's pigeons and killed them with a hatchet. What was that all about?
It's because they were vermin.
Vermin.
Vermin?
Vermin, wild animals.
Wow,
that
she just heard him
are
say that.
Or that carry diseases like rodents, like pests.
And there's a reason
Vermin,
that
yeah,
you stay
pests.
here.
They were annoying. They were a nuisance. That's crazy. Oh, right in the center of them.
We're gonna leave you alone. So if there's any last things you want to tell us, anything you want to tell the world, anything you want to get off your chest about the case and or about your life, now is your last and final chance, for us at least.
I feel like he doesn't like us very much.
wants us leave.
Leave.
Yeah.
Was that it? That was the
He
last
just
thing
said
he
leave.
said? He just wanted us
Leave.
to leave?
Out. And like I kind of ignored it because I was like, and he goes, leave.
I mean, the guy was already hacked to death. I mean, he's already not in a good mood.
Obviously,
I mean,
you saw that we went upstairs, we explored, and did a little
That is
seance
crazy.
thing with the kids
Get out.
upstairs. And then we tried to
Sounds
ask
like an old
questions.
grumpy
Mr.
man.
Andrew Borden here, but he told us to leave, get out. Cat kind of felt sick in here, so I think we're gonna move on and try to find Miss Margaret Maggie herself, because I think she's the one that wants to reach out the most here, because she feels the most regret.
She's in the dining room where the light just turned on.
The light just turned on?
The light just turned on.
Just turned on.
Maggie, we're coming in.
Wow.
Is she in here with us right now?
Yeah.
Can you see her?
No, right now I can just feel her. Will you please come sit down in front of the ironing board with us? We'd love to have a conversation, sit down and talk to you. We know that you don't get to tell your story.
Could you imagine if the chair
so
pulled
if
out,
you
you just
want
hear
to
like
share
a
with us, now's your opportunity. Make it go up for yes and down for no. I'm hoping that you can get it above 5 for us, but we'll see what you're capable of.
I think the question.
Let's
that
do it.
everyone
Come on.
wants to know,
Come on, show us
the
something.
hard
I'm
one
kinda
again,
nervous.
Did you have any involvement or knowledge in the death of Andrew and I always wanted to say Addie, even though I know
God.
it's not right.
Was it you that turned this light on in here? You make some sort of noise?
Well, it's starting to go off.
Anything you want to tell us, or if you want to show yourself, please give us any sound or sign. Use this device to show yourself.
Now I'm like
Any
nervous looking around the room.
here that wants to talk to us?
There's something else in here right now.
Do you know what it is?
It's not a person.
What's that supposed to mean?
Is that a bad thing?
What do you think it means, buddy?
It's
It
not
makes-
a bad thing. Every spirit in the house is scared the children.
Where'd this come from?
This came through like when we came in here. And now that's what I'm wondering, if it wasn't Margaret who turned on the light, it was something else that wanted us to come in and sit down. The thing that makes me nervous about it is how
That door
all
shuts,
the
I'm gonna
other
fucking-
spirits are reacting to it. This is the
Yeah.
first time the entire time we've been here this is stated 0.
Yeah, it's
Do you guys realize that?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, is there anything out there that wants to talk to
Don't.
us?
Don't ask.
Ooh. Well, yeah, keep your mouth shut if
Everything
it's
in the
not
house
human.
right now is done. Like,
Done?
except for this thing. We should stop.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, we're done.
Is it that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Like in this room bed, or like just in for the night bed?
Sounds like for the night.
We should stop.
What's it saying? Can you tell us anything?
Like, I've talked to you guys about how there are things that come through who can physically touch us. This thing can physically touch us. Like, this is the shit that we don't mess with. This is the shit that you don't acknowledge. Don't talk to it. Don't act like it's there.
Can you describe what it looks like?
But you're acting like it's there. You're
Describe
literally
what
talking about it.
looks like, but we're not talking about it right now.
Yes, you are.
What'd you write down?
Uh-huh.
Fuck. Oh
was
my
that?
god. The camera battery.
That was fully charged.
It just drained it.
Forget God, you're on your own.
Oh my god, no, I have cross on.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I have power over this thing. It has no power over us. Don't be scared. You're stronger than this thing is. It can't touch you unless you let it touch you.
I just got really lightheaded. That's great.
You need to leave.
Oh my god.
Out. Out.
Oh, is she like telling it to get out?
He ran up to Abby's room.
That's where it ran. I didn't even think about this being out of room, but it left.
It's gone now?
It's gone. It's out.
Why would it just come up here and then leave?
So it was in the dining room and then it just ran up the stairs.
Interesting.
Out the windows? Or?
I chased it. That's what I mean when I say that you can't let these things fuck with you. Like, we are the ones in power. Another question people ask me a lot is if I have physical reactions to when spirits come around.
Mm-hmm.
My heart rate normally sits around 50. Right now it's at 102.
102. Oh shit.
I felt like really like.
Yeah, you're going up there.
Comfortable to describe it now that's gone.
I was standing in the corner, up in a corner. Do you remember how I was getting up into the corner?
I don't wanna
with,
be by the door.
Its limbs are long, has no hands or fingers, like it's just sharp. Its face is completely distorted, its neck is long, and it sits up in the corner of rooms or down low where you can see it, kind of just up against the wall, and its head was tilted like this, watching all of us.
Holy shit. Like it's almost Slenderman sort of like creature.
Yeah.
I guess, yes, yeah, not as
She's
tall.
like, oh, no.
God said there's nothing, you're on your own. There's always a spiritual war going on. Like, no matter what religion you believe, Buddhists, Muslims, Christians, Catholics, Jews, there is a spiritual war going on 24/7 between good and evil. Sometimes the evil kicks ass. Sometimes you gotta kick it back.
Are there any other like spirits here now? Like I know they like
Creepy, huh?
After that, but
They haven't
Oh,
come
man.
back yet. I know
The way
they
she
will,
described that
because
thing.
This is like where they reside. This is their home.
Sorry if I
know
wasn't
that
talking.
thing
I'm literally
doesn't
just
stay
into it.
here. I know it was here because of what we were doing, and not that we invited anything in, but that's what I mean. Where even if you're not doing a seance, even if you're not playing with Ouija boards, things can come
I
in
feel
and
like
affect you, and that's why you need.
She's
someone
really
who's
good
able
at what
to
she
tell the
does.
difference
I feel
between
like
good and bad.
because she
sounds
was
exactly like her
when she was
coordination.
saying not acknowledging
I
it,
want
she
you to
kind
believe
of
there's no
was
God.
still
Like I said-
acknowledging
oh,
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because God is like as powerful as like we are.
Oh,
touch that.
No, I had my hand here the entire time. Bruh.
That just went off.
That just went fuck off.
Did it die?
It
It
might have, but I wasn't.
Hear the knock?
This camera is brand new. Should have a better battery life.
Yeah.
We've gone through 3 batteries.
You know one place we haven't explored yet? Lizzie Borden's house after she got free.
Maplecroft.
What if we go and explore that real quick, wait for the spirits to get back and comfortable now that the evil thing is gone, and then we come back and see if we can talk to Maggie one more time?
Most spirits don't want to come back to a bad time in their life, so Lizzie Borden, knowing that this house was basically a prison for her, obviously wouldn't be here. We haven't gotten in contact with her, and she lives right up the road.
wow. But yeah,
So
she was
weird how
acknowledging
she
it,
lives so
even though
close
when
to
she's
where
saying she
she
wasn't
murdered
acknowledging
her
it. Like, you're still talking about it.
Yeah, why would you want to stay here?
Like, try to.
4-minute
You just go and
drive,
say, nope.
We're about to get up to her newest house. Like, why would you want to
Leave,
live
just
here?
leave. I thought she was telling them to get out at first. I was like, oh, she's telling them to get out.
They have been. Pretty much she got her goal and she got to move to the part of town that she wanted to live in.
If the entire town ostracized you and thought you were like a horrible person for it,
Why would you stay in
why would you
town?
want to stay?
And wouldn't you be kind of traumatized to know that you committed a murder right literal 1 mile away, where you're like living the rest of your life?
You're just psycho.
Definitely looks a little bit nicer than the other estate. I'm honestly thinking that like John, Morse, and Lizzie didn't give a fuck, but Maggie was the only one that really felt bad for her.
Well, even when I walked into her room before I knew which room it was, I said she just has the most remorse, the most amount of guilt over anything. So clearly, she had a conscience.
One thing that also makes you know that she regretted it is she tried to peace out as far away as possible. Everyone else stayed in this area. She legit got away with murder.
She did.
That's crazy.
I don't feel anything in this.
Yeah, she was involved
Shows you
somehow.
that, like there's like places that are literally like completely free of spirits.
Where is Lizzie? Did she pass on,
Well, okay, this is what I would say. If you guys don't think Lizzie is here, it is 3 a.m. Holy shit, I did that perfectly. It's 3 a.m. on the dot. We gave some time for the spirits to come back to the house.
Oh, what a
do you guys
coincidence.
say we go back and do one more little seance in the basement, because we've talked about that, hyped it up. I think it'd be fun just to go down there. We don't have to stay it for long.
Did feel the creepiest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It was the gnarliest room in the entire house.
I think it'd be awesome, and it'd be cool to see if we can finally talk to Maggie, because we were so close with her.
There's no way there'd be any electrical.
Oh, we're already back.
Well, look at this.
Oh my god, yeah, just like right around here.
Middle of where we're sitting.
Perfect.
Alright, now we know.
I hate it here.
Why?
I just feel so
You said that too.
uncomfortable.
You said that too. What's
I mean, I feel that in almost any basement. I'm just like,
I feel uncomfortable.
I also hate it down here. I can
Yeah.
feel somebody standing behind me.
I know. I literally was
That's what
thinking
I was
that. I was
about to
just
say.
thinking that, and I
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
cannot. I hate it. It
Can you
freaks me
need to
out.
chillax?
It
When-
freaks me out, dude.
Just wanted to note that when you said something moved to behind you, this went half. It was at 30 and now it's at 18. This is where the alleged murderer hid the murder weapon, which we think is an axe head that was recently broken off.
what was that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
The camera's moving.
Now I'm looking in the background.
You hear
Yeah.
it? Listen.
Yeah, it was.
It's creaking.
Out.
Jeez, man, that even made me jump. Oh, that thing is back.
Like it was like twisting or something.
It was moving.
Oh,
The spirits
fuck.
down here that want to communicate with us. It's our last chance, or your last chance to talk to us. You can talk to us through our device right here, or make a noise. Make yourself known in any way you can. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to scare you at all. We just want to know.
Nothing is good down there, more than likely.
So give us a sign if you're here.
Camera shaking on its own. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I think I'm seeing something, but like the camera looks like it's moving back and forth. But maybe I'm just fucking blind. Maggie, Lizzie, Andrew, they're not down here.
Yeah.
So what is?
Something negative.
Oh, very. You can look at her. Oh,
What was that?
that was a top.
Is there any other sign? That
Are you
can
sure?
give
Because
us?
that sounded like a whisper.
You want to talk to us?
Nah.
Who are you?
We're not welcome down here.
Yeah, my heart's starting to like pick up for no reason.
I'm getting heart
Are you?
palpitations. Yeah, same. I was like, ooh.
What? Everybody?
The blood of Jesus Christ covers us. We are holy. You are not welcome to come with us. You are not welcome to come near us. You cannot communicate with us anymore, ever again. You're not allowed to acknowledge us. You're not allowed to talk to us. Do not come near us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you?
We gotta leave.
We have to leave?
Did it get darker in here, or am I?
Oh,
That's
it's
what I
just
thought.
like-
Okay, I was gonna say it got
Oh
like.
wait, it did.
Yeah, it got really dark in
Yeah.
here.
That turned off.
We should leave.
We have to.
This could be the best part.
Here's the thing. I totally understand that what you guys do is your job, but you guys are messing something that's bigger than yourselves. If you want to do it for views, I respect that. For me, I live with this on a daily basis. You're not gonna get anything beneficial. It's not gonna give you that.
You know what it is?
And it's here.
Yes.
Did it leave when you told it to?
No.
Yo,
No.
there's a fucking. Did you? A fucking shadow just went. See this like window right here? A fucking shadow just went like that. Boom.
Window.
You see that to the other room over there, where we were standing and talking. Boom. It went, like right when you said that.
That no wait.
Shit.
That is where the creeks were. Stoss was
Yeah.
literally just talking about the face over there.
Yeah.
I want us to go see this right now.
Yeah, it was.
I was shaking too. I was like walking forward.
Wouldn't that be scary shit if you actually saw somebody?
That's why I said we need to leave. Tell you I had physical reactions. We need to get the fuck out.
153.
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god.
that's what I'm saying. My heart's beating really fast too.
I just got chills.
Ready to go now.
I see it too. Sam, out.
Okay.
I don't know where my phone is.
Get out of here.
Where's my phone at?
Fuck that. Yeah, no.
And of course, they're gonna be staying back behind.
See how you can see the light from this room barely? From the red, I know like our light is on, but you can barely see like another light's on in there.
Yeah.
The entire light disappeared and went whew, like just like a giant like big object moved across it and just completely blocked like
Because
the
I
flame.
literally it looked like this, like light going back like behind you like this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there was something behind you too.
Before that happened, I still feel it now, but my
His
heart's
reaction got me a little
racing.
bit.
That is a rare thing for me to like get. Like
Yeah.
anxiety over something like this, but like I just started feeling nervous. As we stood up, she was just like, "It is over there too."
Ah, jeez. That girl just scared the hell out of me. I saw her back there.
We're done. And then we wait 30 more seconds and shit hits the fan.
It's crazy that you
with us,
see
I
see
guess.
it though.
I
That's the coolest part.
rarely see anything. Like
Yeah.
when we do these adventures, it's like we usually just like hear stuff, or sometimes like we've had things fall over and stuff like that. But like actually seeing like a shadow person or figure, whew, That was
That's terrifying.
The fact that everyone's heart started racing.
Literally. At the same time, too.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
talk
chills-
after. I'll talk
chills
after.
everywhere, and then her heart is like 160 beats per minute. You think it was the same thing here in this room, in the dining room, as it was downstairs, or different
It
things?
was different. This one was harder.
And as we closed our eyes, that's when the lights decided.
I bet that's on the camera, like super creepily.
None of us were touching the camera.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You heard that, right?
Yes.
That was not any of us.
Was that in the dining room?
Yeah.
We just referenced that shit.
My heart is palpitating.
Do you see this? Like the green, if this was us that like turned it on, it would have been a motion sensor right
We
here.
walked this way, it turned green, but then it turned green.
So it
Like
would have
literally
had to have been someone in there.
Something in there.
Something was in there.
Really?
She's in the dining room where the light just turned on.
The light just turned on?
The light just turned on.
Just turned on.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it did.
You have to be that far in for it to go off. So that means there was 100% something in here.
in here walking around.
100%. I'm just like
That's crazy.
shocked that that green light thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's just no denying it.
Because like
flat
you would
out.
have had to. I was 3 feet in there before it turned on.
My hair
So
hasn't
something
stood up
would've had
any
to happen.
at all
And
during this,
I
but
walked
it's not as good as the
here,
Conjuring one, but
and I
it's
was
really
like,
pretty
oh, it's
good.
dark, and then walked past there, it was like
Light.
it turned on, and you were
Yeah.
just like, oh.
I was like, I didn't go in there.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
There must have been something in the dining room. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. No, those things are not easy to set off either, unless you are a living
All right,
person.
guys, as you can see, the sun is rising. It's what, like 5 a.m. right now?
4:52 a.m. My little thing literally says sleep well because we're supposed to be sleeping.
Oh my
5
god.
a.m. This is one of the latest investigations we've ever done.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna try to still get some sleep here, but just wanted to show them.
We survived the night.
We survived the night. We stayed all night.
If we can sleep.
We made it overnight. There you go. Awesome job, guys. But after some more research, did you guys catch things that you didn't? We came to our conclusion. Okay.
Yesterday, you kept bringing up that there was like a butcher's knife, but we couldn't figure out what it meant. And then we found out something today. What'd you find out?
It's literally been driving me insane. Even today, I just haven't been able to get it out of my head, so I googled it. This is the first thing that pops up. Massachusetts author may crack Lizzie Borden murder case. And the most interesting note, Morse was also a butcher. Morse is the uncle who I was saying the entire time I believed he's who killed him. And
Wow.
Little, who's the author,
What a
believes
discovery.
he used a meat cleaver to kill the Bordens.
And again, before we even got to the place, you said that like Abby found you beforehand
Yeah.
and said that it was more, or she said the
Yeah.
word Morse.
I guess that they really have no idea. The mystery
Yeah.
surrounding this is so crazy.
Exactly. I mean, if there was only Lizzie, the maid, and John Morse around and they were all in on it together for the money, then obviously the story is going to be mixed up. But I think it was John Morse. Case closed.
From someone who speaks to the dead, it was John Morse, no doubt.
Wow. That's crazy.
Guys, this is just
Wow.
day one of our adventure. Next up, the Conjuring House.
Oh,
Yep, already watched
One
it.
of the most famous houses in the United States for being extremely haunted. They have
Demonic.
3 movies about this.
If you guys want to see this, get this video to 100,000
Well, they had
likes
one
and we
movie
will
about
drop
it.
As soon as it hits that number.
One
Tell a
movie
friend,
about the,
like video,
farmhouse.
Let's get it. Make sure to go follow these lovely ladies. All the links will be in the description. See you guys next time with another one.
Hope you
Adios.
enjoyed.
Okay. Okay. What did you all think of, who do you think murdered Lizzie? I could go along with that. I think, you know, it was probably Morse. Probably. I mean, it makes sense. Okay, well, I don't know if it was, like, in the video, but I heard, like, a laugh, which made me look around my room for a minute, because I actually heard something. But I wonder if it was the video. It was probably the video. I was going to say, okay, at the end of the video, I think that they did a good job. Very good. It kind of, from what it's looking like, the videos kind of end the same way almost, where, oh god, the psychic, sorry, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, Amanda, might be her name, but she's doing really good. She's great, obviously, but, you know, every episode so far, I've only seen 2 episodes, so that's not that many, but they kind of end with her just saying, we gotta leave. You know, when they're kind of making, you know, the point of it, paranormal investigating, and one of the things that's always bothered me is that it's to further improve the point of the afterlife. And dealing with things along those lines, no matter how dangerous it is, it's going to help determine whether there is an afterlife or not. Whether, you know, so the more evidence, the better. And I do agree that, you know, the smart thing is to do, if it gets too serious, you need to leave. And if there is somebody who has the ability to connect with the dead and see these things, it would be very smart to listen to her when she tells you need to get the fuck out. Because it obviously has more power than you, which is something, you know, the devil is stronger than man, which is obvious. So, like, demons are stronger. If you let them be stronger than you, will be stronger than you. So these are things that I also take into consideration when I'm talking to something. I mean, I won't go into it because actually we want to make a video when we hit 10,000 subscribers about our personal ghost stories. And there was a time where I actually did come in contact with a demonic entity, and I will tell you about it, and I will show you the drawing, the painting I made of that demon in the video. So, and I painted this thing probably about 4 years ago, so like I will go into that stuff in detail. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will tell you guys my personal and Michael's personal ghost stories that have happened to us, and we will make a full video about it. It'll be a one-time thing, and you guys can watch it however often you want. But thank you guys for watching. I will certainly check out more Sam and Colby stuff. Of course, if you like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. We always post as often as we can. We keep it retro while we do it, and we have fun while we do it. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're aiming for 10,000. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.